Hi everybody, this is Kathy and I am back with another video, and this one is going to blow your mind. And I think everybody's mind is going to be blown because I don't know why anybody hasn't found this out yet. But I did a video a couple days ago showing that Patrick is registered living in a house 3.2 miles away from the Whittakers. So I said, how is it possible that Timmy is walking an hour and a half each direction? I mean, 7 miles to walk, and it was not believable. And it was just like blew my mind. But anyway, other people looked up Patrick's address, and by all accounts, he lives where I showed you where he lived. And I got one comment, a lot of people said, no, Patrick said he lives down the road. But one person in particular said, go on Google and look 2 houses down. That's Patrick's house. His truck is in the driveway, and so is his green riding lawnmower, the John Deere. So I did. I went on Google, and I went 2 houses up, and sure enough, there's the house. And here it is. They were right. Here's Patrick's truck, and here's the John Deere that we all saw Timmy on. We saw him riding the green John Deere, and many times we saw Patrick's truck. So that person was right. Now, we can see on here, you've got the stairway. He's got the door cam. You can see the windows all tore out and everything up. But this is where they picked up Timmy and the Whittakers. But this is the same. Here's the green tractor. Here's his truck. Here's the staircase. So absolutely, this is where they came to pick him up. This is where Timmy saw BJ drive by with the door cam. So this is definitely the house. But look at this. Look at this house. And by the way, this photo was taken, it seems to be like the first Google image that went down Tommy Creek Road where the Whittakers live. Now I'm going to show you. Look at this, the condition of this house. I'm not really going to advertise the address, but this is July 2025. This is well into the photo taking of and the all the videos of the Whittakers. Look at the condition. Now remember when Eric, you guys, this gets so strange. When Eric came, he said, I can't stay in his house. He has no walls. Literally, this house has no walls. Literally. There's a staircase going down where you saw Timmy and the Whittakers all leave. Look at, there's the door. Look at the trash. Remember Eric said it's in the same house or worse as the Whittakers. He doesn't have any walls. Doesn't have any windows. Look at this. And this is July. Like I said, well into months into, probably a couple months at least, into doing videos with Timmy. Now, here's where it gets even worse. The rabbit hole goes deep on this, you guys. As you can see, Patrick's living there. I don't think he's living here. This isn't even livable. Doesn't even have literally walls. When Eric said this place didn't have walls, I thought he meant interior walls. No, you guys, the 4 walls, it's missing walls. So apparently this is where Eric lives, right? So I'm thinking, wait a minute. Patrick, this is where Patrick lives. This is 2 houses up. This is where you're always seeing the door cams. Here's where Larry stole the gas, apparently. 2 houses up from the Whittakers, it is. But I thought, well, wait a minute. If Patrick supposed to be living 3 miles away in this other house, who is this house registered? So I looked at the property records of this owner, and it's not Patrick. Patrick does not own this house. The owner is, I'm not going to say who the owner is, but it has all the owner's relatives. There must be a dozen of them, all the people related. I don't see Patrick anywhere in the picture. So it gets even worse. I'm thinking, okay. And I just Googled the address again and just went deeper into the rabbit hole. Guess who lives here? Well, registered to live here. This is a registered sex offender, Jason Ray Whittaker. He is registered at that address. Now, the funny thing is, just about a week ago, I was watching Soft White Underbelly and I clicked on these videos, and this is one of the cousins, Jason Whittaker, and he is a registered sex offender. Now, he's a cousin of the Whittakers, and I watched both of these interviews, and as you can see, sorry about that, as you can see, the top one was 2 years ago, and the other one, it was a year ago. Now, the funny thing is, I dug into this guy a little bit, and I noticed that he was recently in trouble for not registering as a sex offender. So he did register as an address, and it's the same address as, guess who? Patrick. This is the address that the Whittaker cousin sex offender is registered at. This address. What is going on? I think Patrick's pretending to live here. I think he's connected, obviously, with Jason Whittaker. Obviously, this is where Jason Whittaker is registered living. But somehow Patrick's living here. But somehow Patrick's actually registered himself living 3 miles away. So looks to me, my guess, Patrick's pretending to live here. Patrick's got connections with all the Whittakers, including Jason Whittaker, who is registered at this address, the same address that he's been pretending to live or living at or whatever, and the same where Timmy got taken away. Like I said, look at the condition of this place. There literally is no walls. Look at, not in the basement, not there. I don't even know what's going on there. Look at this place. There it is again on one of Patrick's posts. That's where they got hauled away. That's it. As you can see, there is still no walls. But I believe that Patrick had to pretend to Eric that he lived here. Because if Patrick brought him to his real house, Eric would say, wait a minute, how did Timmy get all the way over here? The story wouldn't make sense. So, this is, whether Eric knew or not, this is where he's saying that he lives. And no wonder adult protection took him away from here. Here's the picture of it. Look at that. I don't even know what that is. A blanket hanging out the window. Probably trying to keep the keep the rain out. But yeah, so here it is. Patrick's truck, where the cousin registered sex offender Jason lives, is registered living. And so you can see that they're all in cahoots. And you know what? All of a sudden they want BJ out down the road. Well, maybe BJ knows something she's trying to tell everybody. Who knows? She seems a little tied up at the moment, if you know what I'm saying. She's got her own problems. But obviously they're all in cahoots. I don't think Patrick lives here. I don't even think it's livable. The only one registered to live here is the registered sex offender, who is a Whittaker. Patrick's registered to live somewhere else. How deep is this rabbit hole? Well, I hope this word gets out, because I haven't seen anybody connect the dots. And I want to give a shout out to the person, and I didn't believe them. But you know what? Anything's possible. So I thought, you know what? I don't believe the person because I know where he's supposed to be living. And this makes a lot more sense that he would be 2 houses down, but this is 2 houses down. And this owner is not Patrick, the owner of this person. And I think this sold a year ago for like $11,000 if I get it. It's like a 4-acre lot. It's not really big. Anyway, but it's not Patrick. It's not anybody. Patrick's not on anybody that the person owner is related to. So, yeah. What a deep rabbit hole. Yep. This is who lives there, where Patrick says he lives. And feel free to share this video and get the word out. Yeah, this is it. And this is where Timmy came running. And that's why he was able to run when the police came up. Because, yeah, he's 2 houses down from this shack that it said there was a fire in 2011. I really don't know why it's in that condition. But this is it. And that's why Timmy was sitting there with no door watching BJ go by. But anyway, get the word out. This goes deep. Thanks for watching.